How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another episode of our UFC save in WMMA 5. And here today we have UFC Fight Night USMAN versus KHABIB. I can already tell this is going to be one of those episodes where I get a lot of dislikes because people think that I'm clickbaiting by putting KAMARU USMAN versus KHABIB Nurmagomedov, so if you're here and you're expecting that, no. This is a game called WMMA 5. It is essentially an MMA booking simulator, kind of like TEW for pro wrestling, where you get to control an MMA promotion and you get to kind of like book all the fights, sign all the fighters, all that good stuff. Definitely check it out if you are interested in that. It's on Grey Dog Software's website, and I mean, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in the game as you watch me play. But yeah, for those of you that are familiar with it, USMAN versus KHABIB. We also got Macy Barber in the co-main event. We are making our way towards UFC 305, Poirier versus Kennedy. 5 title fights on that pay-per-view. I'm kind of getting into the flow of having multiple title fights on pay-per-views, except for this one, 306. And I think from here on out, that's just going to be a theme. Like, it's kind of already been a theme, but I think from here on out, especially considering I'm going to eventually open up that super middleweight championship. I might do a cruiserweight championship, and I'm probably going to open a women's atomweight championship at some point. Like, it's just going to be a common theme where there's going to be multiple title fights on every single pay-per-view. Like, it's just going to happen. And so I'm excited for that. Like, it's going to be, the pay-per-views are for championships, and that's kind of the end goal for me, and that should be the end goal for the UFC in real life. But nonetheless, Laredo versus Dern, that one's 306. That one only has one title fight on it. But it is what it is. That one's live in London. Let's go ahead and take a look at our rankings as of Sunday, week 4 in August. We're in 2024, you guys. It's a long time. A lot of light heavyweight movement. That's just because of the super middleweight division. At middleweight, we got Rodolfo Vieira moving down, of course, after losing to Kelvin Gastelum. At welterweight, no movements, nothing at super lightweight. At lightweight, we got the executioner Alex Reyes moving up to number 15 after getting a big win over Arman Sarukian. We got at featherweight, nothing going on. At bantamweight, we got Nathaniel Wood moving up to number 3. Amon Zahabi up to number 18. At flyweight, we got our boy Ron Weasley out of Hogwarts jumping up to number 21. You gotta love it. Women's featherweight, Jalea Morel, former Bellator featherweight title holder, up to number 14. Nothing at bantamweight. At strawweight, we got Mayrong Ho falling down to number 5 after losing in her title challenge over Rose. And then that is it. Women's strawweight is our final division. So let's go ahead and get this one started. UFC Fight Night, USMAN versus KHABIB. Taking place in Scandinavia, of all places. You gotta love it. We are a traveling promotion. We don't just do business here in the US. Andre Fialho taking on Chaos Williams in what would be a very good fight in real life, I'd imagine. Chaos Williams coming off a loss to Neil Magny? No. Rude Boy Brown, Randy Brown. Andre Fialho just got knocked out by Jake Matthews, so that sucks for him. But yeah, Fialho and Williams in our opening contest, and it is Chaos Williams knocking out Andre Fialho in round number 1. He's glad he has his knockout power, and so do I. Makes for a very marketable man. Alberto Mina taking on Marif Perayev. I believe this is at welterweight. Alberto, 42 years old, 6-5 in the UFC. His time is starting to get slim. I'd probably bet on Perayev here, and I would be a rich man because 1 second left to go in round number 2. He gets the rear naked choke in. And Mina does, in fact, retire. 42 years of age. 16-6 is a very impressive record. Did not amount to too much. Is there any way that I can see? No. We'll take a look at him afterwards. Marcin Pionk is who Perayev wants to fight next. Alan Johnston taking on Bilal, what's his name, Muhammad. He's been kind of struggling in this save, honestly. 10-6-1, you can see he's lost 2 out of his last 3. And Alan Johnston actually beats Bilal Muhammad. And this man was 0-3. Yikes, Bilal. That is a bad loss for Bilal Muhammad. That is insane. First win of his career for AJ Johnston. Salamu Abdurakhmanov taking on Zach Cummings at middleweight. Abdurakhmanov, 18-5-1. Cummings also getting up there in age, and Cummings loses, gets submitted. Cummings might be on the chopping block or just retire here. He does not retire. And Filthy Perry Filkins is who Salamu wants to fight next. Chris Honeycutt taking on Mike King. I believe this is 145, 185. Wow, okay. Honeycutt 17-6-1, no fight team. Lions Den for Mike King, training with the why can't I remember their name? Oh, the Shamrocks. And Honeycutt with no fight team gets the unanimous decision win. He's now 4-3 in the UFC. Gotta love it. Congratulations to Honeycutt. Abu Azaitar taking on Miroslav Bros in the middleweight division. Azaitar 17-6-1-1. Bros is 12-6. And my man Miroslav gets the win. He's now 2-2 in his UFC career thus far. Ben Sassoli taking on Ante Delija in the heavyweight division. Sassoli is a huge underdog to Ante Delija, who I believe is the former PFL champion. He's coming off a loss to Stefan Struve, but before that, you can see nice 3-fight winning streak over a couple of Russians, it looks like. And Sassoli gets a submission? A submission win over Ante Delija? That is quite strange, honestly, but nonetheless, Sassoli with a big win. His last loss was to ranked Hesti Georgis, and a big win over Ante Delija here today. Interesting to see there. Anderson Braddock Silva taking on Salim Garay of Rasilov, also in the heavyweight division. Braddock Silva 9-5-1. He's 1-2-1 in the UFC. Rasilov on the other side 6-2. Very impressive record thus far. And it is Rasilov getting the TKO win here in round number 1. Rated as a great fight. Felipe Frois taking on Min Hakeem Dawodu in our final prelim here today. Frois 32, his UFC debut here today after doing well in ACA, former champion, then kind of lost a little bit. Takes on Dawodu, 9-5 in the UFC. Nice 2-fight winning streak to his name right now. And it is Dawodu getting the unanimous decision in round number 3. After 3 rounds, I should say. The 17th win of his career. Jessica Andrade taking on Xiaonan Yan in our first main card fight. Andrade, -400 favorite. Neither of these two have a fight team. Andrade, a full 10 inches shorter than Xiaonan Yan, who is apparently 6 feet tall. Don't believe she's that tall, actually. You can see there, 4-fight losing streak. Just some really good competition, though. You got Weili Zhang, Tatiana Suarez. The Reina Kubota one, can't really explain too much. Nadia Kassem wins over Poliana Viana Mota, and then Virna Jandiroba. Immediately up to number 8. And Andrade gets the TKO win over Xiaonan Yan. You can see there, I mean, how many is that now? 33 fights in the UFC she's now had. This girl is extremely active. 4 fights last year in 2023, and this was the 3rd fight of her 2024. Andrade, extremely, extremely active. You gotta love it. And she wants to fight Stamp Fairtex next. Tom Aspinall, who in real life is kind of coming into his own a full 2 years earlier than here in game. 15-4 here in game, taking on Stipe at 42 years old without a fight team. Not looking very good for the former champion. Coming off a win over Junior Albini, but before that, 3-fight losing streak. Tom Aspinall on the other side has won 3 straight. His only loss to Jake Hager. Gotta love it, my boy. Doing it for the Americans. Tom Aspinall with the unanimous decision win after 3 rounds. Stipe kind of in danger of retiring here, and he does. In front of a crowd in London, or not in London, in Scandinavia of all places, Stipe Miocic finally retires. All the best to the Croatian champion, Stipe Miocic. Chad Money Mendez at 39, number 17 in the featherweight division, taking on Kyler Matrix Phillips. 9-2, training out of the MMA lab. He's on a nice 2-fight winning streak. Rad Martinez and Justin Lawrence. Number 24 in the division, trying to climb up the rankings is Kyler, and he does it with a fantastic fight, a knockout 35 seconds into round number 3. Kyler is getting it done. Gotta love it. Sergio Pettis at 135, taking on Kakeru Fuma, 14-4. This guy's coming off a loss to Piotr Jan. On the other side, you got Sergio Pettis out of Rufus Sport, also coming off a loss to Piotr Jan. Pettis is a huge underdog, and with good reason. All it takes is 27 seconds. Kakeru Fuma getting it done. 15-4 now his record. Gotta love it. Co-main event time. Macy the Future Barber taking on Lucy Pudilova at flyweight. Pudilova 5-5 in the UFC, but you can see 3 straight wins since coming back. Juliana Velasquez, Anastasia Yankova, and Shandy Aguda. And now she takes on Macy Barber, coming off a loss to Maria Agapova. Before that, went over to Kagan. Before that, lost to Mackenzie Dern. Before that, 3 straight wins. She's been incredibly active. She fought 4 times in 2023. This is her second fight here in 2024 in a co-main event against Pudilova. She is a big underdog and with good reason. Pudilova with a TKO in round number 3 over Macy Barber. Now 4 straight wins for her. Maybe a win away from a title shot is Lucy Pudilova. And we have arrived at our main event of the evening for in the welterweight division. I said it's not for a title. Probably would be in real life, but you can see Khabib's lost 5 times in this save. He is 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 5-5 in this save. So he's by no means been like a world beater. He beat Tony Ferguson for the title, to defend it, I should say. Lost to Connor, lost to Gillespie for the title, beat Dan Hooker, lost to Cowboy Cerrone, lost to Diego Sanchez, and that's when I was like, oh God. They must have figured out Khabib in some way, shape, or form, because he's just not been getting it done in this save at all. He had a middleweight fight, I believe. Was that Anthony Martin? No. Why is he ranked at middleweight? Wasn't Van Askren, was it? No. Was it Diego Sanchez? No. Was it Cowboy? No. It's crazy. Crazy. But anyways, he takes on KAMARU Usman, former champion. You guys already know this. Lost the championship to GSP after defending against Jorge Masvidal. Beat Tyron Woodley, lost to Leon Edwards. Beat Colby, beat Joseph Duffy, lost to Kevin Lee, and then beat Albert Tumanov. He's about a good 2 wins away from a title shot, I'd say. As we get it underway, our main event, your referee is Herb Dean. Live from Scandinavia. The fighters touch gloves. Khabib is definitely going to go for some form of takedown here. Remember, this is a weight class up for Khabib because he was getting racked. He was getting absolutely demolished at lightweight after he lost the title. Usman takes Khabib down. Usman going for the rear naked choke. He can't get it. Getting both hooks in. Rear naked choke. Can't get it in. KAMARU Usman almost tapping out Khabib. Khabib apparently gets a 10-9 win in that round. Both these guys, wrestlers. Khabib, suplex attempt. He gets it. Khabib with a suplex on KAMARU. Pounding away is Khabib. Khabib using that wrestling to his advantage. Takes a knee to the ribs. Ouch. Khabib, Americana. Can't get it. A knee above the hip. Elbows from Khabib. Khabib is smashing. He might be up 2 rounds, apparently. There goes the bell on round number 3. Usman pushes Khabib back to the cage. Dirty boxing for a little bit. Okay. Halfway through the round. Everyone getting a little bit restless as Khabib apparently is up by 3 rounds. Usman the aggressor. Usman going for a takedown. He doesn't get it. Conserving a little energy here in round number 4. Don't know why you're conserving energy with just 2 rounds to go. Khabib pulls guard. Usman gets a takedown. Khabib might be winning this fight. Khabib might be about to sweep. Oh no, apparently not. Usman won that round. Usman might need a finish here in round number 5 against Khabib. Out wrestled. Khabib looks to scoop him and he slams Usman to the ground. Khabib is about to win over KAMARU Usman in our main event here today. halfway through round number 5. Khabib just controlling him on the ground. Does not look like he's really gonna get out of this. Khabib's just gonna stay on top of him for the rest of the fight. They stand him up. Khabib with a takedown attempt. He doesn't get it. And that is it. The fight comes to an end. They say Khabib won the round. The judges' scores are now being announced. After 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. Wow, okay. So Khabib in a poor fight, admittedly, but Khabib at 35 years of age, able to get a big win over KAMARU USMAN. And he's calling out Wonderboy Thompson. Wow. He can't beat me. Interesting. Khabib wants to fight Wonderboy. That'd be a terrible matchup for him in game, at least. I mean, he could probably easily take down Wonderboy. That's not the problem. It's just in game, he keeps getting TKO'd. Fantastic fight. Got to give it to Phillips and Mendez. First round finishers, we got to give some money to Fuma, to Andrade. Let's see, to Rasilov. We also got my boy Salamu and Chaos Williams and Pariah and Mina. Get a fantastic fight. They're going to get a performance bonus as well. A little profit of $300,000 or so. Highest paid fighters on the night are Khabib Nurmagomedov, Kakeru Fuma, and Chad Mendez. Gotta love it. Nice little show there. Khabib Nurmagomedov getting a big win over KAMARU Usman. Appreciate you guys as always. I'm AZPlow21. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so, or if you want to see more WMMA 5 content if this was your first one. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff down below in the comments section, and I'll see you guys later.